Hello, on to week 26 of matches then, out in Spain and La Liga. But first, let's have a look back on what happened in week 25 games. Starting off with a 6-goal thriller between Real Betis and Mallorca. Was a 3-3 draw end. Hernandez scoring first for Mallorca, then Canals a few minutes later via the penalty spots for Real Betis. Then Mallorca had a 2-1 lead with Bertomeu in the 27th minute, Pikai in the 35th with the second equaliser for Real Betis, and then there was Real Betis to take the leads with Joe Kroon in the 48th before Kubo in the 70th minute to get Mallorca a draw in the game. 19 to 11 shots for Real Betis, 6 to 4 on target too. Celtavigo were 1-0 winners over Leganes, with Ego Espas scoring the only goal of the game in the 62nd minute. And we had Guedic, 21st minute, sent off for Celtavigo, but with 10 men, they still managed to prevail and get the victory there. 11 to 3 shots for the Leganes and 2 to 1 on target. Ultimately, not good enough. Barcelona, very comfortable, 5-0 victors over Eibar there, with Messi scoring 4 of the goals. Lionel Messi, club legend, my favourite player, and arguably the best player of all time, possibly. And for Melo in the 89th minute, also on the score sheet for Barcelona. 13 to 12 shots for Barcelona and 11 to 5 on target. Real Sociedad defeated Valencia 3-0 with Merino, Monreal, and Januzaj scoring the goals there. 19 to 6 shots for Real Sociedad, 7 to 1 on target too. Levante got an upset victory over Real Madrid, 1-0 winners, with Jose Luis Morales Nogales scoring the only goal of the game in the 79th minute. That's Real Madrid's second defeat of the season, and now they're not top of the table anymore. 19 to 8 shots and 7 to 2 on target they had for the match. Ultimately, nothing for it. Granada got a 3-0 away victory against Osasuna, with Macas scoring a couple of goals and Paul Huey also the other one. 14 to 10 shots for Osasuna, 4 to 1 on target for Granada. Alaves defeated Atletico Bilbao 2 goals to 1. Coming behind after Garcia opened the scoring for Bilbao in the 17th minute, had Perez 28th minute penalty kick, and Ali 91st minute stoppage time winner for Alaves. 13 to 4 shots for Bilbao and 4 on target each. Valladolid won 2-1 against Espanyol, who continue to struggle at the bottom as well as playing in the Europa League at the moment against Wolves, but they are effectively out of that competition now though. And they ended up losing this game as well too. Ramirez and Navio on the score sheet for Valladolid. Espanyol, the consolation goal in the 93rd minute with Mbaba. 21 to 6 shots and 6 to 2 on target for Valladolid for the match. Seville defeated Getafe 3-0 away from home there, very convincing. Campos, Bernardo, and Cody on the score sheet. 10 to 8 shots for Getafe, 5 to 2 on target for Seville. And the final match, Atletico Madrid's 3-1 win over Villarreal there, coming behind victory for them, with El Kasi, 16th minute for Villarreal, and then Correa, Koke, and Felix for Atletico Madrid. 17 to 10 shots and 9 to 4 on target as well too. Okay, so that concludes what happened last time in La Liga and how I got on with those predictions. The worst I have ever done before, so not one to repeat, as I only managed to get 1 out of 10, so pretty terrible stuff there. And that game was Barcelona over Eibar. Everything else I got wrong. But it means it was quite an exciting week, quite a few upsets in the midst. With Real Betis and Mallorca, I went for Real Betis, turned out to be that 3-3 thriller. Went for Leganes instead of Celtavigo. Went for Valencia instead of Real Society. Went for Real Madrid, of course, but Levante turned up. Went for a draw between Osasuna and Granada. Went for a draw between Alaves and Atletico Bilbao. Went for Espanyol to get a crucial home victory against Valladolid. And I went for Seville, Getafe instead of Seville on the other match there. So I'm definitely going to do better this week in week 26. No one else joined in with the predictions, so I technically won this week's battle. But feel free to get involved so you can beat me for this week's matches if you're interested there. So week 26, let's go through the head-to-head records since 2005 using the fuzzballweekpoint.com websites, and then a little bit more details about what they've done recently and the odds for the games and my score predictions as well too. So starting off with Real Society against Valladolid. 3 wins for Real Society, 1 win for Valladolid and 5 draws. 1 win and 3 draws in the past 4 matches for Real Society, and they are the favourites at home at $1.45, $4 for the draw, and $6 for Valladolid. And currently on the table in La Liga, let's have a look to see where they sit. Which is also kind of some crucial statistics to look into. So, Real Society are in 6th place at the moment, 3 wins in their past 5 games. While for Valladolid, they are sitting in 15th. They have 2 wins and a draw for them in the past 5 matches. This game here, going to go for the home victory for Real Society. 2-0 winners is my pick for this game. Next up is Eibar against Levante. 3 wins for Levante, 1 win for Eibar and 9 draws. Last 5 Levante with 1 win and 4 draws. Odds for this game, $1.91 for Eibar, $3.30 for the draw, and $3.50 for Levante. On the table, Eibar are sitting in 16th. 1 win and 2 draws for them in the past 5 games. While for Levante, 2 wins out of 5 games. But crucially, defeating Real Madrid in their last game, they'll be quite confident to get another victory here. So I'm going to go for Levante, the away team, to get a 2-1 win in this game. Next up is Valencia and Real Betis. 15 wins for Valencia, 7 wins for Real Betis, and 4 draws. Valencia 4 wins and 3 draws in their past 8 games. Odds for this match, $2 for Valencia, $3.30 for the draw, and $3.30 for Real Betis. On the table currently, Valencia find themselves in 8th place, 2 wins and a draw for them in the past 5 matches. While for Real Betis in the 13th, 3 draws, 2 defeats for them in their past 5 games. So for this game here, going to go for the home side of Valencia to get a victory. 2-0 is my pick. Next game is Leganes against Alaves. 4 wins for Leganes, 1 victory for Alaves and 8 draws. Leganes 2 wins and 3 draws for them in the past 5 games. Odds for this match, $2 for Leganes, $2.88 for the draw, and $4 for Alaves. On the table currently, Leganes find themselves in 19th. 1 win and 2 draws for them in the past 5 games. In the relegation zone there, so 5 points away from safety for them. While for Alaves in 14th, 2 wins and a draw in the past 5 games. Now a good 8 points clear at this stage. Going to go for the away side, Alaves. They don't better on the table there. So 4-1 odds is pretty reasonable if you ask me. Going to go for a 1-0 Alaves win on this game here. Next up is Granada against Celtavigo. 7 wins for Celtavigo, 3 victories for Granada, and 5 draws. Celtavigo 6 wins and 3 draws in the past 10 games. Granada did manage to finally defeat them in their last match they played. Odds for this match, $2.60 for Granada, $2.88 for the draw, and $2.75 for Celtavigo. On the table currently, Granada in 9th place, 3 wins in the past 5 games. While for Celtavigo in 17th there, 2 wins and 2 draws for them in the past 5 matches to be now 2 points clear of that relegation zone. So for this game here, just going to go for a 1-1 draw. Next up, we have Sevilla against Osasuna. 12 wins for Sevilla, 4 wins for Osasuna, and 6 draws. Sevilla 4 wins and a draw in their past 5 matches. Odds for this match: $1.40 for Sevilla, $4 for the draw, and $7 for Osasuna. On the table, Sevilla are currently sitting in 4th place, 2 wins and 2 draws in the past 5 games. For Osasuna, they won 12th place, 2 wins, 3 defeats for them in their past 5 matches. This game here, going to go for the home side, Sevilla, to get a comfortable 3-1 victory over Osasuna. Next match, we have Atletico Bilbao against Villarreal. 13 wins for Villarreal, 7 wins for Bilbao, and 8 draws. Last 8 games, they've seen 2 wins each and 4 draws. Odds for this match: 2.30 for Atletico Bilbao, 3.10 for the draw, and 2.88 for Villarreal there. On the table, Atletico Bilbao are currently sitting in 11th, losing their last 4 games and drawing a match before that. So pretty woeful, 9 points shy of the European positions currently. For Villarreal, they are in 7th place, 3 wins and a draw for them in the past 5 matches. Doing pretty well there this season. So I'm going to go for Villarreal to get a 2-1 victory. Next up, we have Espanyol against Atletico Madrid. 15 wins for Atletico Madrid, 10 wins for Espanyol, and 5 draws. Last 6, they've seen 3 victories each. Odds for this match: 4.20 for Espanyol, 2.88 for the draw, and $1.91 for Atletico Madrid. So Espanyol are a team that's currently in Europe, playing against Wolves. They did lose their first leg 4-0, so they're effectively going to be out of that competition. And currently bottom of the table, 1 victory, 2 draws in the past 5 matches for them. 5 points shy of getting out of trouble, out of those relegation spots. So it's going to be such a shame to see them go down at this stage there after making Europe the previous season. So they would have rather just had a casual mid-table finish last season and comfortable a few seasons ahead, but now they have to work their way back up again from the 2nd division. Shall they go down, that is. And for Atletico Madrid, they were in 3rd place, 2 wins and 2 draws for them in the past 5 matches. So you got to fancy Atletico Madrid to get the victory here, sending Espanyol into further trouble. Going to go for a 3-0 Atletico Madrid victory. Next up, we have Mallorca and Getafe. 10 wins for Getafe, 8 wins for Mallorca, and 4 draws. 3 wins and 2 draws in the past 5 games for Getafe. Odds for this match: 3.60 for Mallorca, 2.88 for the draw, and 2.10 for Getafe. On the table currently, Mallorca find themselves in 18th place, 1 win, 1 draw in the past 5 games. For Getafe there, they are in, where are they? They were in 5th place, 3 wins out of the past 5 games. Did lose their past 2 matches, but I believe they were some pretty tough games. Just the 1 point behind the 3rd place Atletico Madrid as they fight for this Champions League or Europa League placings for next season. For this game here, I'm going to go for a 6-goal thriller to keep things interesting. In favour of Getafe, going to go for a 4-2 victory for them. And the final match, the most exciting match, is between Real Madrid and Barcelona for our Clásico. 20 victories for Barcelona, 13 wins for Real Madrid, and 12 draws. Barcelona 4 wins and 3 draws in the past 7 matches. Real Madrid's at home are the favourites at $2.10, 3.50 for the draw, and 2.88 for Barcelona. But can they finally overcome that 7-game winless streak against Barcelona to climb back on top of the table there, as they currently 2 points adrift of Barcelona after lost against Levante for just the second time this season. So Barcelona is the team at first place then, with 4 wins in a row, 1 defeat before that. Real Madrid, 3 victories, 1 draw, 1 defeat. Barcelona scoring 62 goals out of their 25 games there this season, which is 16 goals more than Real Madrid's. Meanwhile, Real Madrid only conceding 17 goals compared to Barcelona's 29. So Barcelona got quite a bit better attack there, and Real Madrid has got quite a bit better defence there. So it's going to be an interesting battle with Lionel Messi up top there, of course, for Barcelona. And can they breach quite a solid defence for the most part for Real Madrid? Of course, Real Madrid also lost to Manchester City there today in the Champions League game there 2-1, so it could be 3 defeats in a row for them as well too heading into this match. But I'm going to go for a nice, safe 1-1 draw to finish things off for this week's Week 26 La Liga predictions there. Feel free to put your own thoughts and predictions for this week's games. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and feel free to check out all my other content there. I also do the Premier League, the Scottish Premiership, the Italian Serie A, got the Bundesliga, A-League, and a few other things European-wise, club series-wise, Olympic-wise, and a whole bunch of other videos, some watch-alongs as well too. So you might want to check them out if you're interested in that type of thing. Otherwise, if Spain is your main focus, I'll be back again for week 27 predictions then. But until then, thumbs up, subscribe, comment below your thoughts for this week's games, or anything else you want to talk about there, as I will reply to all comments. If you would much appreciated, and I'll see you then. Cheers.